Welcome along, fellow time travelers. This time around, we're going to check out the history of Diane Keaton's historic home at 14148 Rustic Lane in the Pacific Palisades in California. Thankfully, it survived the 2025 wildfires. Before I begin, please like and share the show and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's begin our journey. Diane Keaton, the incredible actress who lit up screens in Annie Hall and so many other wonderful films, has long turned her gaze to rescuing mid-century homes. One of her standout projects sits at 14148 Rustic Lane in the Pacific Palisades, a 1948 residence designed by Lloyd Wright. He was the son of Frank Lloyd Wright. Diane Keaton was clearly rolling in dough because she acquired it in 2007 for $9.1 million. She was drawn to its potential for restoration. The house was built for Alfred Newman, the composer whose orchestral sweeps scored classics like How the West Was Won. Nestled on 1.4 acres in Rustic Canyon, the nearly 4,400 square foot structure holds 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms in a frame of organic mid-century modernism. Its beauty lies in the deliberate harmony of form and sight, clean lines that echo the canyon's contours, materials like concrete and brick that age with quiet dignity, evoking a sense of grounding permanence amid the shifting light of the hills around it. Walls of glass draw the eye outward, folding the sycamore-shaded yard into every room. This design fosters clarity of thought. Floods of natural light and seamless indoor-outdoor flow reduce stress, sharpen focus, and invite the mind to unwind. This spacious, angular space emphasizes volume, light, and seamless indoor-outdoor integration, with asymmetrical exposed brick elements juxtaposed against clean lines and natural materials for a warm yet airy feel. Floor-to-ceiling glass walls and sliding doors dominate the opposite side, flooding the interior with natural light and offering panoramic views of the lush Rustic Canyon grounds. In the kitchen, exposed brick accents the backsplash behind a gleaming stainless steel range hood and gas range, evoking the home's rustic canyon setting while providing a textural contrast to the warm teak wood cabinetry and beam ceiling overhead. The dining area forms a compact yet elegant extension of the home's open-plan public spaces, seamlessly bridging the kitchen and living room in true mid-century modern spirit. Now check this out. This is where she slept. This loft-style master bedroom exudes a serene contemporary vibe with its soaring vaulted ceiling, accented by crisp white slatted wooden beams that draw the eye upward, enhancing the sense of spaciousness and airiness typical of loft designs. Now, how would you like to hang out in this backyard? You know I would. This captivating rear view of the residence reveals a masterful fusion of modernist architecture and lush landscape. The structure's dramatic, low-slope roof, sheathed in sleek gray panels, sweeps downward at a sharp angle, sheltering vast expanses of floor-to-ceiling glass walls and multi-panel sliding doors. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. That's one cool thing about living in California. There are so many great opportunities to have homes with doors everywhere and making the outside part of your everyday living experience while at home. Decades after Newman's era, the house passed through hands that left it frayed at the edges. By the late 20th century, layers of mismatched updates had buried its clean lines. Warped wood trim dulled the warmth. Grime clouded the windows' views, and fireplaces stood cold under dust. In Pacific Palisades' high-stakes terrain, it teetered on the brink, a candidate for teardown or a hasty remodel that might and probably would erase what made this house so special. And so, la-di-da, Diane Keaton stepped in during one of her many methodical hunts for properties worth saving. She was drawn by Lloyd Wright's understated design. Now, don't even begin to think this was easy. I mean, this was tough stuff, don't you know? But Diane Keaton was ready to take it on. For example, peeling back alterations meant confronting rising costs and finding about hidden flaws that she probably didn't want to know about, but that's the way things roll when you're taking on a big project like this. And so they did what they had to do, beginning with exposing raw concrete and brick to the light once more. But it all turned out awesome, you see. In the end, Diane Keaton's magic touch brought the house back from its lifelessness and neglect. And so in March of 2019, she listed the house for sale for $13,500,000. But nobody bought it. And so in September of 2019, she lowered the price to $11,750,000. But nobody bought it. And so in August of 2020, she finally sold it for $9,250,000. That was only $150,000 more than she paid for it. So all the money she spent renovating it, and whatever the realtor fee was, well, for some reason, Diane Keaton lost a lot of bread on that sale. But check this out. In February of 2025, the house was listed for sale for $12,880,000. But nobody bought it, and so it was reduced to $11,850,000 in June, and nobody bought it. And so on August 5th of 2025, the price was once again reduced to $10,400,000. But nobody bought it. And so on October 1st of 2025, the listing was removed. Either way, none of this is a reflection on Diane Keaton or the beautiful work she did restoring this amazing property. Diane's work on the Newman residence exemplifies her rare talent for stewardship. Over decades, she has rescued many historic properties, including 2 by Lloyd Wright, including this one. And so in this case, she collaborated with preservation experts to reinstate Wright's organic modernism, realigning the glass walls to capture canyon views lost to overgrowth, refinishing concrete, and bolstering the structure against seismic shifts, while preserving its low-slung profile against the hillside. Her approach ensures longevity, energy-efficient updates for modern living, while detailed documentation of the restoration process, shared publicly through her books and many interviews, equips future owners with the knowledge to maintain its integrity. For Rustic Canyon, the revival stands as a quiet anchor in a neighborhood of flux that's always evolving, where teardowns threaten the mid-century fabric. By elevating this Lloyd Wright gem, Diane bolstered the area's architectural heritage, fostering community pride and deterring others from tearing down or dramatically altering other such mid-century homes. In saving Lloyd Wright's vision here, Diane safeguarded a fragment of Los Angeles' design legacy, one that whispers of innovation tempered by nature, ensuring that Lloyd Wright's contributions endure as vital threads in the city's evolving architectural tapestry. Through her preservation efforts, Diane Keaton transformed her private passion into a public good, proving that one person's vigilance can ripple outward, cherishing the built past for all who follow. So, what do you think of the history of Diane Keaton's historic home at 14148 Rustic Lane in the Pacific Palisades in California? Are you familiar with the area? If you're rolling in dough, would you live in a place like that? You know I would. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Please check out the links below to learn how to support my research and productions. This channel is sponsored by CampfireShop.com. Can you do me a favor and check them out and buy some awesome candles, herbal supplements, teas, and more? Kindly be kind to all of our fellow Earthlings and please do not harm them. And do yourself a favor and go to a local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog or both. You and they will be very glad that you did. Until next time, especially if you're driving through the Pacific Palisades, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.